Cornall, thank you very much for your time this morning, sir. Ladies and gents, we've got Cornall Hendricks ahead of Friday's crucial semi-final match against Leinster. We'll head straight to questions. Ashfaq, I see your hand is up. You can go, sir.
Thanks, Shumani. Wellington se trots, hoe gaan dit daar?
Yes, Ashfaq, goed man en self.
Good man, good. Cornall, to be in a URC semi-final, considering what happened in the first game against the same team we're playing this weekend and going all the way now to actually making the loss, so how much does that mean to someone like you and the team?
I mean, it means a lot to us to play obviously in the quarter semi-final, just where we were a couple of months ago, 15th under lock. I mean, nobody gave us a chance to actually make the playoffs. And yeah, the first game, as Marcel mentioned early on, we are a different team now. We've grown so much as individuals, as a team. Obviously, Leinster, they had a lot of international players in that first game. And I mean, our players, our team has grown so much, and I think we've learned from the first game. And I think we will do things differently this time around.
Ken?
How's it, Cornall?
I can
just you really seem to be enjoying your rugby at the moment. I mean, you've moved from wing to centre, 12, 13, playing some great rugby. But just for you personally, how much does being involved in this European semi-final mean to you? I mean, in the dark days when you were still trying to come back from rugby when you first joined the Bulls, is this the sort of game that you dreamed of being involved in?
Obviously, I've never won. I've played rugby now for almost 13 years. I've never won a Currie Cup. Yeah, Coach Jake always say there's a lot of players play the whole life, not anything. So yeah, I've been fortunate enough to win the Currie Cup. And now playing in a semi-final in this championship, I mean, it means a lot to me personally, just to represent this team. I mean, this team have grown as a team, and I've actually grown with a team. And I mean, I've learned a lot as a player and as a human being. So yeah, for me to represent this team this weekend, to go out just to do my absolute best. And yeah, my coach Jake always laughed and asked me, where do I see myself? I said, no, you put me at center. So I don't mind to play center, fullback, wing, as long as I'm in the team. So yeah, for me, it's for me just to enjoy every single moment when I got a chance to play. But yeah, for me, going out this weekend with the brothers, yeah, representing our team, our union, our people. So yeah, it's a huge honor for me.
Jan?
Thank you, Shumani. Cornall, obviously, we touched a lot on the first game and now. Can you give us an indication or insight into, firstly, the team spirit, the team mindset this time around, and then also the weather and the conditions and the build-up to this game compared to when you guys first arrived there back in September?
You prepare always for a rainy day, and sometimes the weather surprises you this time around. Then it's a sunny day, then it's raining. So we actually, as Michelle said, we need to adapt to any situation. So we prepare, so we actually focus just on our stuff. And yeah, Leinster is a quality side. They want to make the game quick. And for us just to focus on our stuff and obviously, yeah, improving where we were at the first game and where we're now. I think we just actually improve in our defense system and in our attacking system. So yeah, for us, yeah, just focus more on our stuff and less than opponent stuff. But yeah.
Quibus?
Hi, Cornall.
Hi, Quibus.
Cornall, early in your career, you played test rugby for the Springboks. What's your expectation? How close to that pressure situations might you experience? Can you experience on Friday evening against Leinster at home?
I mean, I have experience in test matches and stuff like that. So as I've mentioned previously, they have a lot of internationals like Gary Ringrose and that scrum of 10. And obviously the kicking pressure of Leinster or Ireland is immense this side. And obviously our back three and our wingers improving in that area as well to win that aerial battle. But for me, I know it's going to be a tight one because you only in Test rugby you only get a few chances, and if you get a chance, you need to finish. And I know what to expect, and obviously it's a great challenge for me because you're playing against international guys just to see where you are in your game as well. So it's going to be a great outing for me. It's going to be a challenge to see where I am at my game.
We'll go to Johnny, then Ken, and take two more after that. Johnny.
Hi, Cornall. You probably saw two faces of Leinster in recent weeks. They lost to La Rochelle in the European Cup, and then they scored 12 tries against Glasgow last week. Which sort of Leinster are you expecting this week?
Playoffs is actually a different game, and sometimes you want to play conservative rugby, but the games against Leinster in La Rochelle was a different game, and La Rochelle was very physical, and they actually were physical on the defense system as well, slowing that ball down, actually preventing Leinster to get quick ball at the ruck. And obviously against Glasgow they scored a couple of tries, as you mentioned, now 12 tries. That's just the indication that you need to slow the ball down and just need to be physical. But I expect Leinster to turn up the pace, and obviously they are a physical team as well, and they got a good technical style of playing. And I expect them to run the ball and obviously to have a good balance between the kicking and running.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
Thanks, Johnny. Ken?
Cornall, you mentioned him earlier, Gary Ringrose. Him and Robbie Henshaw, that's quite the centre pairing, isn't it? Tell us your thoughts about coming up against them.
I mean, we got Harold Foster, so I'm not too worried about them. So no, I mean the quality players, and as we said always, we need to give respect where respect. You need to earn respect as well. So I have a lot of confidence in our centre pair ability as well. I mean, Harold is a quality player. He played for the Lions a couple of times or in big competitions. So so we are looking forward to the battle to Gary and what is it? Henshaw. So and we know they're quality players, but as we said, leaving South Africa, we are ready and we are doing our homework and prepare for Saturday's match.
And then to wrap things up, Ashfaq.
Cornall, I was there at Westpac Stadium in Wellington in 2014 when you scored that try against the All Blacks for the Springboks. And now it's almost like, everybody's talking about this Leinster team as basically an island test team, and it's another sort of mission impossible for the Bulls. What advice would you give your teammates to not think along those lines, to actually believe that you can beat such a strong team?
I mean, if you leave with that mindset, getting onto that plane from South Africa and you already give up and say, listen, we're going to be second in this game, that's a wrong mindset. So I've already packed 2 bags just to prepare wherever the final is going to be. I'm not going home to Pretoria. I'm either going to play the final here or in Cape Town or at Ulster. So I've packed 2 bags with the extra undies. So my mindset for this week is not to go into the game and think we're going to lose this one. We said it before, they are a quality team, but we have grown as a team as well. So the message for this week is just to focus on our stuff and just to play to the best to our ability, and believe that we can also be the winners on the day. And it's going to be a tight game, and it's going to be it's the team that's going to make the right decisions on the day that I think is going to win that game. But just for me, I'm staying, or I will play the final wherever it is.
Thanks very much, Cornall. I hope you also packed some extra Richelieu there as well to celebrate on Friday night.
100%.
Thanks very much, Cornall. Really appreciate your time, sir. All the best.